Hey guys, what is going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. And today we are taking a look at a brand that I don't think I've ever actually reviewed before on this channel, Maxpedition. Maxpedition has been around for a very long time. They make a ton of different bags. They're known for their rugged durability. They're known for various different types of applications depending on what you need them for. And they're one of those brands that, like I said, I've never actually tested on the channel, but I've always been interested in. So when a representative from Maxpedition reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to check out their Platy Pocket Organizers, I said, sure, let's just see what the brand is all about. Let's take a look and get a feel for the quality and the craftsmanship that goes into their bags and their material. So what we have on the left is the Platy Pocket Organizer. This is a 4-inch by 6-inch organizer, and it retails for around $18.99 on the Maxpedition website. Over on the right, we've got the Platy Pocket Organizer that's 5 inches by 7 inches, a little bit larger. These come in a variety of different colors, camouflage patterns, tones, and so on. So you can pretty much get them for whatever kind of application you want. So when I look at something like this, I find it kind of interesting because I am a Gen Xer that grew up in the era of cargo pants. I like my pockets. I like pockets to put all kinds of stuff in. You know, if you grew up in the 80s and 90s, we didn't necessarily have a lot of all-in-one devices like we do now. You know, back in the day, you had to carry separate things on you to do separate things, but our phones now can do so much stuff. But when those times arise that we need to carry various pieces of cargo with us or different items, it's nice to have a place to put them. And if you don't necessarily have those pockets available, it can be a bit of a pain to carry things around. So what I'm going to do is talk about the features of these two different Platy pouches, and then I'm going to go ahead and just fill one of them up and show you what it would look like if I had all my items in it that I'd like to keep with it. Now, what would be the kind of application for something like this? Well, for starters, if you want to carry various pieces of kit with you, different items with you, and you didn't have the pockets available, this would make it super easy. Also, maybe if you're going to go for a bike ride, you can just throw this over your shoulder or throw it down in a bicycle bag if you want to. Me, I'm thinking maybe about an RV application where I can put all the items I need in one little pouch. Just grab it when I need it so I'm not digging all over the place trying to find those items that I'm looking for. And so we're going to show you what it looks like. Now, as I take you through the features, I'm going to show you a bunch of different photos of what they look like with the different colors and the different styles that they offer to you. And, you know, when it comes to Maxpedition, it is a premium brand and it does command a premium price. And it's nice to see that we've got something entry level that a lot of people can afford to really show you what the brand is all about. So again, in the nature of full disclosure, Maxpedition did send these items to me free of charge. I told them I'd give them a fair review and let you guys know what I think. But I also think this is one of those items where, you know, you've got to ask yourself, do I have an application for this particular item? And if you're somebody who carries a lot of stuff on you, I think you're going to find that. So first of all, the 4x6 and the 5x7, they basically have the exact same features. They're just different sizes. They feature a flat design that fits into pants and jacket pockets. They feature a removable lanyard for the neck or crossbody carry. Durable, high-quality construction and materials. And they come in two different sizes for you to choose from. They're made from rugged 500 denier, water-resistant coated nylon. They do feature YKK number 8 zippers, which, believe it or not, that is a very good brand of zipper. There's nothing worse than buying a product and having it just like fall apart, especially at the zipper because of poor stitching or because of poor quality. It provides adequate space for flashlights, multi-tools, tactical pens, and notebooks, or anything else that you want to put in it. It does feature a top webbing loop for convenient grabbing or hanging, making it practical for home, work, or outdoor adventures. Dual grommet holes with an adjustable barrel lock, allowing for lanyard customization or for removal of pocket carry. Perfect for EDC enthusiasts and travelers, this organizer combines a sleek, compact design with exceptional functionality, ensuring your essentials are always within reach. Now, there are no reviews on these products on the Maxpedition website just yet. These are some fairly new organizers that just recently came out. And let's go ahead and take a look at them. So why don't we go and look at the green one because it shows up on camera just a little bit better. This is just the OD green model that they make, the 4x6. So first thing I want to say is I really appreciate the double stitching. The nylon feels very, very thick. It feels very durable. I would say it feels twice as thick as, say, like a backpack material that you might be used to. Get a nice solid zipper with a pull on it. Got a decent pouch. Plenty of room inside. And I can see a great application, something like this for me using on my bike rides or if I want to bring a bunch of items with me and I don't want to risk having stuff fall out of my pockets. You got dual pockets on the back. You can put pens in there or a thin flashlight. You've got your little webbing loop so you can hang it from any item that you want to. And then in the front, you've got that lanyard. This will double as a crossbody carry or around your neck or just simply as a place to hang it. You know, you could always snip this down if you want to and burn the ends if you don't necessarily need this much string to function with. On the front here, you have kind of these Molly-esque loops on there that you can use to put items in. And you've also got a back pocket, which is really cool. And then in the front, you've got different pockets, 2 more pockets on the front with the loops to keep everything in place. And like I said, the 4x6 is just a larger model. This is actually the one I'm going to demonstrate to you today once I put my different items in it and show you how I would potentially set this up. So let's go ahead and get the items in it that I would take with me, and we'll show you what it's going to look like when it's all set to go. All right, so here we go. So the first thing I want to mention is that it only weighs about 2.1 ounces when it's empty, and you can put a generous amount of cargo in it. So the first thing I would do would be to put some sort of a simple flashlight in there, and I've got a mag light right here. I've done a review on these many years ago, and you can check that out if you want to, but just a simple twist light. I can put that in the front, and again, I like the loop because it's going to keep the item in place, and then I can shove it in the front pouch, but there's also room in this giant top pouch for some more items. Now in the center, I've got a fairly large Winchester brand multi-pocket tool from back in the day. This thing is pretty heavy, it's a little bit clunky, but it does have a lot of good tools on it, and I've actually worked on my house with this thing, I've traveled with this, I've camped with it. I've got an old pouch that I was keeping it in, but now I can actually keep everything together. I would simply just put that in the top pouch where it's going to stay in place and it's not going to come out. I do have a little bit of room in the front, so I can put some thin items in here if I want to. And then over on the right-hand side here, I've got my Swiss Army knife, my camping knife that I've had for a very long time. Thanks, Dad. And this is one of those things where I would set this kind of a load up out for camping or say hiking. Maybe if you're going to go RVing, just throw this in a drawer somewhere and you're all set to go. Now, let's go ahead and check out the back and see what we got. We've got a Sharpie over here. I put a purple one in here so it'd show up a little bit better. But you can put your Sharpie in there if you want it. It's always nice to have one of those. And then over here on the left-hand side, we've got a little EDC pen. Thank you, Defense Dad, for this one. It's a self-defense pen. It has a glass breaker on it, and it does have a very sharp point. DNA catcher, I think is what they call it, and it's got a nice kind of indestructible finish, nice and rugged. Now, in the pouch in here, what I did is I actually had a small med kit put together from an injury that I recently got. We kept this with us in case the wound opened back up. And this little med kit, I just folded it up in a baggie, got my gloves in there, got some gauze, Band-Aids, Q-tips, and you can just simply put that in there. You could probably fit a small IFAK in here also, maybe even a tourniquet, not a bad idea. And you know, with $18 to $20 for your price, it doesn't cost much to get yourself set up, especially a lot of us that are knife guys or gun guys. We've got a lot of this stuff just sitting around the house. So I do see a lot of application for it. Now again, the smaller one, you could recreate this if you wanted to with some smaller items, some smaller flashlights, smaller knives. This is almost like a nice little wallet. You can maybe throw your ID in here if you're going to go for a jog or something. You don't want to lose the item. Crossbody carry, great idea. So in the end, the Platy Pocket Organizer, the Platy pouches, what do I think about them? I think it's a cool way to get into the Maxpedition brand without having to spend a lot of money. You do have a nice rugged build, nice solid build. And here's the best thing about it. So you're not paying a ton of money for these pouches, but they do have a limited lifetime warranty. It is limited to the original owner, which I think is great. Let's just say some of the stitching would come out at some point, or maybe the zipper would fall apart. If you have any kind of defects in materials or manufacturing, you'll be able to contact Maxpedition for an exchange or a refund, depending on what's available or depending on what they decide on. So I think that's a really good thing. And they've also got a USA-based office, so if you need to contact them for customer service, you can definitely get it. Very cool, very handy, very neat. I think a lot of us that have a lot of things floating around in drawers could probably put these together, throw them in a car, maybe throw them in your kid's car, depending on where they go to school and what they allow on their campuses and such. But again, very, very useful and very simple. I think it's one of those things where I'm going to definitely add it to my EDC rotation. So anyway, this is Travis P11, and thanks for checking out my review of the Maxpedition Platy Pocket Organizer, the Maxpedition Platy Organizers, and I'm hoping Maxpedition, I can work with them to bring you guys more of their items because they do make very high quality manufactured gear. Like I said, these are very new items, and so that's why you don't see a lot of reviews out there for them. And anyway, I'm definitely going to keep using it. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure that you like and subscribe, and make sure you guys head over to my B channel, which is called Taste of Nebraska, formerly known as Coffee, Computers, and More. And Gun Bunny P11 and I are doing a bunch of videos where we show you guys our travels that we go all across the state of Nebraska and what we do, how we get around and what we do, and so on. I think you guys will like that channel. It's some new content, some fresh content. It's a really cool idea, and Gun Bunny P11 loves to do the YouTube videos with me on that channel. So anyway, guys, this is Travis P11. Make sure you like and subscribe, mash that bell, and if you have any comments about something like this or an application that you think you could see with it, make sure you let me know, because I'm sure there's something creative that a lot of you can come up with. But in the meantime, this is Travis P11. I want you guys to have fun. I want you to be safe, and as you know, we will talk to you soon. Take care, guys, and have a good one. Bye-bye.